Hello, Mahika. Congratulations on the amazing book, The Train Back Home, and also on the podcast. Uh, I hope that you are very, very excited about sharing your.
Yes, ma'am.
So, would you please like to introduce yourself?
Sure, ma'am. My name is Mahika Mukherjee and I study in Manav Rachna International School. I am from Haryana, Gurugram, and I love reading books, singing, doing arts and crafts, and many other sports as well. I
All right.
enjoy writing books as well.
Yes. So, is this book your first book that you have written?
Not exactly my first book. The Last Train Home is my second book, which I wrote after my first book, which was The Magical Tree. After The Magical Tree, I learned a lot on how to actually write better books and how to improve my vocabulary and make the plot more interesting. And then I came up with this book this year, The Last Train Home.
Yes. So, what is this book about? What is the story of the last train home?
The Last Train Home is is a very delicately like it's a plotted murder mystery which goes on the first perspective of a person returning home and is very exhausted. So they go on a train to reach home, but it takes a very big twist where a murder actually happens on the train and it keeps happening. The murderer keeps striking. So it is up to the person with the person to actually figure out who's the murderer and actually survive. So the book goes on, and I would like everyone to read it to actually know the mystery and how it solves.
Yes.
It's solved.
Yeah. So, do you also read a lot of murder mystery books? Are you an Agatha
Yes, I
Christie
actually
fan?
do. This book was also inspired from many murder mysteries that I read. I read Agatha Christie and
And
many
that's
more
what
books.
I
I used to read Enid
asked.
Blyton as well. Yeah, so
Because
I enjoy it.
this is kind of very inspired from one of her books and also
Yeah,
recently made movie, which
yeah.
is also very, very interesting. So apart from, murder mystery or thrillers, what other genres do you enjoy reading or writing?
I enjoy writing fantasy stories. I read murder mysteries a lot, but I also enjoy stuff like stories which are motivational and inspirational. Sometimes I read biographies because it gives it gives a lot of inspiration and motivation on how to actually achieve success.
Yes.
And yeah.
Yes, definitely. So, this question we rarely even ask, but then because your book is a thriller and a mystery murder book, so if you would like to just imagine that you be part of that book, or you're a character in that book, how would you behave?
First of all, I'd be pretty, scared. First, as a normal response to murders, obviously.
Right.
But then I would think about actually thinking critically instead of responding to the situation in a bad manner, which could actually make me, lose my life.
Right.
But so I would think of how to actually figure out who the murderer is, but also be in a like a group so that it would be actually difficult to for any harm to come to me. So
Right. So
yeah,
you just play
that's how
smart
I
and
would.
try to figure out what happens and unravel the mystery.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So, in the book that you have written, what is your personal favorite part?
My personal favorite part of the book is the end, which is quite a twist to the series, to the event, because you don't actually figure out who the murderer is to the end, and then you think, wait, why is this the murderer? Wasn't it this one? So that's the part that I really like.
All right, yes, that's I mean, I think that is the best way to write, any mystery or thrillers, especially if it's about murder or psychological thrillers. They have a twist in the
Yes,
end.
ma'am.
That's what the audience
Yeah.
wait for. So that's great. How do you draw your inspiration? I mean, where do you draw all of your inspiration from? And this particular book, I mean, did you do some kind of research? If yes,
I
where,
did.
how?
I kind of did do some research. Like I used to read a lot of Agatha Christie books, and I also read some, the new series by Holly Jackson called Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So I read these stories, and they actually spark a thought process on on some inspirational ideas. Like this one is about a series of murders happening in a train. So when my recent book that I read of Agatha Christie was And Then There Were None. This had a small plot of murder as well, which is similar. So I thought, wait, why don't I also write something which is murder, like which has murder mystery, but is also very engrossing and fun to read. So that's how this book came into being.
All right. And did you have all of your, the entire plot planned and structured before you started writing the book, or was it like in a flow?
It was a flow, but I also kind of while writing, it was also a small structure, but it mostly came in flow as it comes naturally to the hands while
Right.
writing.
Yes. And as I understand that this is your second book, and you yourself said that, you have kind of improved from the first book that you had written,
Yes.
in perspective to, your comprehension skills or maybe your vocabulary or the writing style whatsoever. So now you have experience of being a published author. So if there was
Yes, ma'am.
one advice that you could share with, your fellow authors or the budding authors out there, what would that be?
My advice would be never doubt yourself while writing a book. Be confident. It is natural. It comes to you. You will be able to do it no matter what. Just trust yourself and write. Keep writing.
That's great. That's a very, very great advice. Also, are you planning to write any other books?
Yes, actually, I am because I was thinking why not try some new genres, and that's when detective and a little bit of adventure and motivation came into my mind. So I'm writing a new book, and I'll soon publish it on BriBooks.
All right, that's great. Okay, is there anything else that you would want to share with us?
I would like to share that writing is a journey. You read, it comes to your mind, you write. So, when you write a book, you can write many books, and each book is an improvement of the previous one. That
Right.
is all I would like to share. And it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much
much.
for this opportunity. Prebooks was a great platform, and it was such a great it was a journey which was so good because I never thought I would actually publish a book when I was young. I was like, big authors do it and it's something
Yeah.
like that. But when Books, the opportunity came to me, it was the best.
So how
So
did you
thank
feel,
you.
when you got the first printed copy of your own book in your hands?
It was amazing. I'll be so honest. I was like the normal day studying for exam, and suddenly a parcel comes, and I'm like, wait, this is Books. So I opened it, and
Yeah.
it was the copy of my book. It made me feel so proud, like I have my own published copy of my book. So it
Yes.
was very good.
It
I
is
was very
actually a
happy.
great achievement, becoming a published author at such young age. And, to be able to share your ideas and your story with the world, it is, a surreal feeling in itself. I can only imagine.
Yes, ma'am.
So, congratulations once again. Have a great
Thank
day.
you so
It was
much.
nice talking to you. Bye bye.
Same here, ma'am. Thank you. I
Bye.
enjoyed a lot. Bye, ma'am.
Same here.